March 21st, 2026. My name is Daniel Belfiore, and today is my first day that I became a scalper. That's right. I tried for many months to do this. Apparently, it's not so easy to become a scalper because the things you buy don't always get sold out. So, today, right here, those are 8 copies of the DanDan box that everybody wants. The card game from Magic the Gathering from the secret Lair drop that sold out instantly and went from $100 to $230 instantly, and it's probably going to keep going up. Now, everybody's so angry that people like me had to buy something like this. Now, of course, I don't have a college job that can just pull me out of every single life crisis that this country throws at you right now. So I have to struggle and I have to sell things. That's what I've done for 25 years. You know, never before have I had such disrespect, but it's okay. I've always been the rebel. So there's so many people on YouTube that hate scalpers, that hate anybody who makes a dollar. These are all the woke college students. So I'm so happy to make videos to basically destroy this narrative, because this is something I wanted to do for like 10 years anyway, not with only the scalper narrative, but just with so many narratives. Everybody hates business people. You know, now we're like scum of the earth. I'm always trying to survive out here. College kids, college degree supremacy keeps raising the prices of everything. Okay. And I have to compete with that. Like, I just want to have prices so that I can make a profit. But, you know, not in the college world, not in where these medical people can just make all this money. The college students, everybody's, you know, going together, and it just makes everything so hard. You know, unions too make it hard, but at least they're good for the people that have them. My families use them, you know, but really that's cheating too. We can get on a million different subjects. I don't want to get too far off of what's going on here with these DanDans. Okay. Underneath the DanDans is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle drop. I bought like $1,500 worth of those secret layers drops. And yes, they had a bonus card in it, but it would have been nice if they all sold out. Now, some of them did sell out unexpectedly, but you know, nobody's angry at me for that one. Everybody's just angry at the one that sold out. I did the same process for these two, okay? So, you know, secondly, DanDan happens to be my name, and it was on March 19th. I mean, my birthday's on March 19th. The drop was a couple of days before that. You know, I was already out of money. Like, you know, really, I could have even got an extra 2, and I regret it. That's how it always knows. You never regret you always regret what you didn't do. You never regret what you did. So always try to just, in my opinion, just buy it, you know, as long as you don't overextend yourself. So it wouldn't have killed me, but I've just spent a lot this month. I have to do a budget. So I've been a collectible dealer for like 25 years. So I know all these little twerps who are on YouTube think that they're going to like outsmart me, but like in this field. Like, maybe you can outsmart me in college and just go do a bunch of studying, you know, wank each other off in the freaking whatever you guys do, you know, and make like 6 figures. Go make your 150,000 a year, no matter what. You know, they shut down the economy. Oh, you're good. Don't worry, guys. So just relax. You know, let somebody who has to make money for a living by doing it this way. And I choose to do it, but I just don't like the twerps. And these are all the same people making my life harder in general anyway. And it's going to get worse and worse. I'm not going to change direction, you know, but yeah. So this is where we're at. So you're going to see a lot of these videos, you know. This is when I officially became a scalper, I would say. And, you know, this is just the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle drop. And, you know, you can't expect me to buy. I bought all these, okay? So nobody's crying at me for this because it didn't get sold out. So if I bought all these and it got sold out, then I'm an enemy of the state? Why? Because I don't make $150,000 a year at my college job? First of all, my life got temporarily ruined during COVID and I had to change everything. And this is like part of the change. I'm just trying to figure things out. And I'm sure like a lot of people across the country are trying to figure things out. But it's funny, we're going to see. Because I know the people who are hating on these type of people, the scalpers. You think that you guys are so righteous. But let me tell you something that you're going to have to hear from me. Now, I don't know how the algorithms are going to work. I got to make a lot more videos. But this is the first of many videos. You know, this is Scalper episode number 1. Okay, the DanDan brought me in. See you guys soon. We'll have more videos. I got some autographs coming in from Beckett. The other half of my order, they had half of my order in, they didn't even send it back to me. Accidentally. It's like sitting somewhere in limbo. Everything is just very frustrating. And that's a whole separate thing. Besides like all the little douchebags, basically just whining about like how people make $1. Wow, you make $1. Go to the stock market. Go cry at the people. Oh, you got NVIDIA stock. It went up $100. Oh, you're a scalper. You made money scalping. Well, this is my first scalp, okay? And I'm very proud of it. And hopefully there's more. Hopefully there's more, and I can just keep profiting and then using that money to live like how all you guys do it too, School was boring to me, and I'm smart. I'm a smart person, okay, who knows about lots of things. And everything that I do, I got smarter through the internet, through 20 years of selling collectibles. I'm like a historian. So you have to do things you like in life. That's, to me, is the purpose of life, is to enjoy it. If you think things are boring, people loved staying in school. They just stood there and wrote all day long. I did it too, and I was into some subjects, but then I got bored and I would talk to people, or I would just get in trouble or just annoy people, whatever I did. So some people aren't meant for college, and scalping, on a whole nother note, they make the product for you to buy. The company makes the product. Walmart sells the Pokemon for you to buy. They are the ones creating this situation. The $1 billion company is creating this situation. Okay, not the person waiting in line to scalp, or whatever. So if you tell me I have these things, okay, they were $100 each. Now they're worth $230, and they can go up for more. So if you tell me right now, you call me, my friend calls me, yo, they got these things at Walmart right now, $100 a piece, and I already know they can go for $230. I'm gonna go there. I'm going to get the cart. I'm going to put the whole freaking thing in the cart. Why wouldn't anybody else want to do this? If the company is letting this happen, why wouldn't you want to do this? So these things they don't make any sense. So, we're 8 minutes in. I guess I could just keep probably ranting about this forever, but I like to give you examples for each. So today is like turtles versus, the DanDan drop. But you got to keep in mind, I had to spend $1,500 on the turtles, and then I didn't even have enough. Not that I didn't have it. I have a budget every month for my collectibles. I just can't spend $10,000 every month. So I said, you know what? I could have did 1,000, but I just chickened out and I just did $800. It still comes out to $1,000 anyway. Probably more like 1,000 versus $1,200. So over $200, I did get a little cheap, but that's because I spent on this one. So you play the game that they give you and you buy the products that you like. And if they go up in value, then you should get a pat on your shoulder. You shouldn't be hearing scorn from some numbnuts who has a job. That's all. I'm going to end it right there. Have a nice day.